Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nomsa. So first and foremost, I wanted to say Happy New Year! Woo-hoo! I know I'm only posting this on like the 28th of Jan 2026. I know I shot an earlier one this year, but it was way too long and I was repeating myself quite a lot, so I was like, let me shoot another one so that it's like more simpler, more straight to the point, I hope, and it's a lot more fun, I guess. But this video is just talking about what I experienced in 2025 and what my goals and dreams are for 2026. I'm really excited. Also, I wanted to tell you guys that because it's January, it's your girl's birthday month, and I wanted to tell you guys that I turned 26 this year on the 26th of Jan in 2026. What do you mean? What a beautiful golden birthday this is. Like, did you hear that? 26? I'm a 26 in 2026. Come on. Eat it up, pluck it. I honestly I'm so happy. I got to spend the day with my family. They took me out for lunch at a Korean restaurant called Banchan. It's in Santon, and it's such a beautiful restaurant. I don't know what it's called, but it's like tuk talgi bulgogi, something like that. I'm not sure, but it's a bulgogi. And then we also had Korean fried chicken, and I had for dessert, they sang for me happy birthday and everything, and then I had a bingsu for dessert. It's like shaved ice, well, shaved frozen milk with like different toppings, and I had Oreo toppings. It was so delicious. They sang for me. It was so cute. It really was, and it made me so happy. So I really had a lot of fun spending time with my family that day, and I'm just excited for the year. Truly, I'm so excited for the year. So if you watched my previous videos on my diary entries of 2025, you will see the difference between the first video, which was shot in Jan of 2025, and then the second video that was shot in June of 2025. And when I tell you, it felt like the year just not got worse, but it just felt like, you know, when you have to stop and be like, what the hell is going on here? What the fuck? You know, what the... So I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'll just like watch and see what happens. So last year truly was a movie, but I learned so much about myself. I grew so much more. And also looking back at the beginning video that I shot in 2025, I feel like a completely different person. I didn't even realize that I was so much more confident, so much more decisive in life, and you know, I'm genuinely so proud of myself. So I'm gonna keep this train going of shooting one diary entry in Jan and another one in June of every year, so that I can see the growth within myself. Because girl, when I saw myself in Jan of 2025, I slayed. But I could see like the things I was talking about was like, you know, getting confidence with shooting more videos, doing more content, getting myself out there more, releasing more songs, all these different things. And as much as last year didn't plan out the way that I hoped it would, it taught me a lot about myself and the amount of growth that I needed to go through. So I was really happy. As much as it was tough, I was very happy that I learned so much about myself. Speaking of which, let's go into the list of my New Year YouTube 2026 recaps and goals. Okay, so I'll go through the achievements first and just talk about what I achieved, which I'm so proud of myself of for last year. The first thing is that I released 3 songs, with one song having 2 versions. First of all, that is literally the most I've ever released in the time of me being an artist. I have so many songs, unfinished songs actually, in my little music bank that I have of like recordings and like my software studio and stuff, and I literally don't release my music. And so I told myself that I'm going to release music in 2025, and as much as it wasn't as many songs as I planned, I'm so proud that it was the most, because before that I released a song in 2023, and then before that I released a song in 2019. So having 3 songs, actually a total of 5 songs with the different versions of the same song, is such an achievement for me. And for all these songs, there's music videos for them. You know, low budget, no budget, but these music videos for them. And I am so grateful to my family and some of my friends who were also there to contribute and help out with these music videos. I couldn't have done anything without them, so I'm really proud. Even the producers that assisted me on some of the beats. Yeah, like it's been such a, if I think about it, it's been such a great achievement for me because I realized that it's never that deep. I can just release music and keep going. So I'm hoping, I don't want to make any promises, so I'm hoping that this year I get to release even more music. Yeah, so stay tuned, y'all. You're gonna get a lot more music this year, hopefully, fingers crossed. Second thing was I performed at 3 different corporate events, including a wedding. And now I told myself as well that I'm gonna perform a lot more. I'm going to get myself out there more, network a little bit more. So I did that, and I remember when I was writing this goal down, I was so scared, so nervous, because I'm like, I don't know if I'm a good performer. I haven't really performed in years. I don't know what it's gonna look like for me. But when I tell you that every time I did perform, I had so much fun, and I didn't feel, I mean, I felt nervous just before we started, but the moment I performed, I just had so much fun. Like it was so amazing. So I want to do it often. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to do it this year. I think I might take a break from it and then just focus on music production and music releases. Don't know about music videos as well, but we'll see what happens, right? But I'm gonna post about music, and I'm gonna post content like on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all of that. So I'm hoping to see, as much as I'm thinking about my goals for this year, yeah, I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen. But about 2025, I'm pretty proud of the progress that I made. Next thing is I grew my YouTube from 400 subscribers beginning of 2025 to 800 plus subscribers at the end of 2025. And now I think we're at 879, 78 subscribers, I think. And like, what do you mean? Like, thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey. I appreciate every single one of you for supporting my stuff, watching my videos, listening to my music, like all of that. I really appreciate it so very much. So let's just keep the train going. And then the next point is I posted more consistently on social media. I grew my TikTok from 2,000 followers in Feb of 2025 to 9,000 plus by August of 2025. And now it's at 9,570, I think, or something like that. And I mean, that's freaking incredible. I'm so proud of myself, and I'm proud of the fact that I've been consistent with everything that I've been posting. I mean, not like every day, but I've done a lot in 2025 compared to any other year that I've ever had social media. So I can only imagine if I do it a lot more and more consistently, like how much further I'll get. So that made me really happy to know. So thank you guys on TikTok. And then also on my Insta, I grew my followers from 2,500 followers to 3,200 followers at the end of 2025. So like, for some people it doesn't seem like a huge growth, right? But for me, knowing that there's people there that really are interested in my stuff, I mean, imagine I'm sitting in front of 2,500 people right here. Like that's huge. So the fact that they watch, they support, they like my stuff, like they even encourage me to keep going. And I get such sweet messages from people all the time talking about how either, especially when they're young, either I've inspired them to also start creating and whatnot. And for other people that just enjoy my work, it makes me just so happy to know that there's a community where people can just share their hearts and feel safe about it and enjoy the things that I do. And feel like they connect to my music and my content, really. So thank you guys so much. Okay, on to another point of achievements. Now this one is very much not a physical achievements. This is very much personal growth achievements. I even wrote it up here, personal growth. Don't know if you can see that. Okay, so the first thing is I learned how to adapt and how to keep moving forward despite circumstances always changing and being unfavorable. That is a mouthful, but I will tell you guys, if you watch my second video of 2025, the diary entry video of 2025, you'll understand what I mean by this. However, it felt like after that it just kind of got worse, weirdly enough. I'm not complaining about everything else in the world, but truly it felt like any attempt that I had to get better, there was always something that was kind of like not working out, whether it was my finances. I mean, even currently, like literally 3 days ago, my account was at negative 330 rand, 333 rand to be more specific, because of a debit order, and I was paying for so many other things I needed to do that I will tell you guys later, but I had to pay for those things and stuff. So it made it really tough for me to even be fine with finances, and I haven't gotten a job. I even left my job that I had in April, May, and like so many things. And I'm gonna tell you this specific story. So in November, actually I think from September, October, there was a lot of power surges at home. So all my equipment, like any of my laptop chargers, any of my like sound equipment stuff, like the cables would all surge. And so I would always have to buy new ones and just like replace them, right? And it got to the point where it got really expensive, because I think at some point I bought 3 laptop chargers, and the fourth one my dad gave me his, and then it also just like blew up in flames. Like I just saw flames. It was like you plug it in, switch on the plug and go poo 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 poo, and then all you see is just like smoke. 4 times that happened. And so I now have my 5th one. Is it 5th? No, 3 times it happened, and then this is my 4th one that I have, and thank God that whole surge situation stopped. But my phone chargers, my laptop chargers, my extension cords, all these different things just started surging because of some electrical issues that was happening in the government, I think, or something. I don't know. It affected all the plugs, so it wasn't a great experience. And then while I'm trying to juggle like rehearsals, while I'm trying to practice, I'm studying as well, so I had to finish like assignments that were due at the time, and I'm literally borrowing my sister's charger that's not really as strong for my laptop. It was just like a whole movie, and my phone also is using like not so great chargers just so that I can have power, but then it doesn't charge enough and then it damages the battery. And right now my phone's battery is not great, but it's fine because the phone still works, so I guess it's a positive side of everything. And my laptop also works now, so it's also fine. But just that whole experience, right? That was October, November. And then the week of December, the week of Christmas, I literally, it was the craziest thing. So I was like, okay, cool, I'm done with my studies, I got my certificate, and I am now wanting to focus on my music. The week of Christmas, guys, like I think on the 21st, I was doing my music in the middle of the night, and then I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna see the music stuff tomorrow. I'm tired, and I leave my equipment on the floor. I also don't know why I did that, but I left my equipment on the floor that day because I like working on the ground. So I left it on the floor and I was like, I'll find it tomorrow, it's fine. I kid you not, like the fact that this even happened is what boggles my mind. But the next morning, I come downstairs, and as I walk downstairs, there is so much water. So what happened was there was heavy rain that night, like terribly heavy rain that caused flooding in the house. And now all my equipment, I just see floating in the water. They were just floating. And I was like, what the is happening? Because what do you mean my microphone is underwater, my headphones are underwater, my interface is underwater, my MIDI controller is underwater? What do you mean my desktop, the hard drive thing, is underwater? What do you mean? I mean, not fully, but like it was kind of underwater. And I was like, what do you... Nothing like that has ever happened in this house, but it just so happened that that specific day it flooded when I left my equipment on the floor. So I'm just saying, it was like a crazy experience, but I just let go and I was like, you know what? Usa, it's okay. It's okay. I was really tired from all the surges and like my equipment and electrical plugs and stuff burning. That I was literally like, you know what? Universe, God, do what you need to do. I have exhausted all my reserve energy. I'm just going to let it be. So whatever happens, whatever happens. If they're broken, you'll fix them or give me other ones, or somebody's gonna give me new ones. Or if anything else happens, really, I wash my hands clean and I am letting go of the driver's seat. I don't want to sit there anymore. I want to relax. I want to cruise. I want to enjoy my life. Because why is it that 2025 is a movie? Like, I don't understand. What do you mean my stuff was floating in the water? When I was using them, I had to send recordings to people. I had to finish my recording so that I can give you guys some music. But my things are floating underwater. Even right now, the insurance came and they took some of the stuff. So I'm just waiting for them to come back so that I can continue with my music stuff. But for now, I guess I'm just like trying to improvise with my guitar and BandLab and stuff on my laptop. So we'll see what happens. But for now, I'm still chilling with no equipment. But it's okay, and I've come to terms with everything being okay, because it's okay. It's okay. So I enjoyed New Year's with my family, Christmas actually at my grand's house with my family, and then New Year's Day at home. We even had like an AGM where we talked about like what happened this year and what our goals are for 2026, and that's why I also wanted to share all of this with you guys as well. But yeah, it's been a change of perspective that I needed to go through rather than it being a change of my reality, if that makes sense, because my reality is still the same. It's just a change of perspective. I mean, negative 333 rand in my account, no equipment, everything swimming underwater. I don't really have work or a job or anything like that, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. So for now, I'm just very hopeful for the year, really. Anyways, let me wrap this part up. Okay, the next point is I learned about who I am and what I want in this life, in my career, and my relationships, and all of that. And the next point is I learned how to build peace around me and let go of what is not for me. So even things like stress and anxiety and all of that, I realized that it's not for me. And as much as I will go through that all the time, but I know that it's just a part of the process. It's not who I am, and that's okay. I need to let things go and be okay with what is. Because even like Taoism, I love the philosophy Taoism, by the way, but just the concept of flowing like the river is such a beautiful thing for me, because if you were to imagine a river flowing, right? Rivers flow through things. It's not smooth sailing for them. It's literally them having to pivot and change direction and move, but they still keep going. It just doesn't ever stop. It still flows. And I think that's such a testament to how life should be for all of us, that even if you're going through a rough time, do not give up. Just keep going, keep moving forward. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, always. But don't stop just because it's dark, just because you can't see where you're going. Just take one step at a time, and I promise you it gets better. So I did have a lot of things that I did want to talk about when it comes to the personal growth / the struggles that I experienced last year. But if I'm being honest with you, I think to summarize the lessons that I've learned was just to let go. And that's probably something that everybody has always heard for the longest time, but it's such great advice, because once you learn to let go of expectations, of people, of things, of dreams, of goals, of all of that, then you get to appreciate where you are, live in the moment, and then you start seeing how your life is actually unfolding so beautifully. You know, when you let go of everything that's stressing you out, you're like, okay, cool, I'm letting it go. It's gonna sort itself out. It always sorts itself out, which is something that I realized. And so it's okay to cry, it's okay to be stressed, it's okay to be anxious, it's okay to not feel great or beautiful or feel like you're worth it at times or enough. But just know that things and life will always show you that you are enough, that it will always show you that you are loved, that it will always show you that you're appreciated, that you are seen, that it works out for you. And I truly believe, and for anybody that's watching, I truly believe that everything always works out for you good. It doesn't matter what it is, it will always work out for you. It might not look exactly the way that you expect it to look, but you will get it. You know what I mean? If y'all don't believe it, it's fine, but I believe it. I know I'm gonna get what I want because I've always gotten what I want. Like I said, not the way that I expected, but I needed those things at the time, and when I needed them, God pulled through for me. Okay, so now it's time for the goals. So the goals that I have, I feel like aren't necessarily very specific in terms of time or what they are. I mean, I do have personal goals that I want to achieve, but I don't want to necessarily say it in terms of a timeline, because if it doesn't happen, then I beat myself up for it. That's the problem with New Year's resolutions. I feel like when you put a deadline to a dream that you really want, when you struggle to achieve it or when you can't achieve it, you beat yourself up for it, and as if you're a failure or whatnot, and not recognizing that you've actually grown so much through trying to get to that goal. Or even just the concept of you probably even got the goal without realizing, or you got other goals while trying to achieve this specific goal that you haven't achieved yet, but it doesn't mean that you failed. It actually means that you're progressing to become the person who you need to be in order to receive this specific goal. And that's something that I had to learn also in 2025, that just because things don't look the way that I had hoped or expected them to look doesn't mean that I haven't grown. It doesn't mean that I haven't become a better person doesn't mean that I haven't achieved certain things with myself. And I mean, right now, my song Lazy was on the Spotify New Music Friday in South Africa, and that was like, because what do you mean, it was such an achievement on its own, like just that concept. And then so many people on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube started like watching me on live. I started going on lives a lot more, and I met so many amazing people on there. Just like people are just amazing, you know, you guys are amazing. So I just wanted to say thank you. I'm getting a bit distracted, but just the concept of so many things that I didn't realize I achieved because I was so focused on achieving this one specific goal that I didn't realize I've achieved so much. And this is a part of the journey to get to that goal. And so change of perspective, I want to appreciate every moment as they come, you know? So yeah, so I didn't write, so on this list, I didn't necessarily write specific goals and timelines, just because I don't want to feel like I am disappointed in myself towards the end of the year if I don't achieve them. But let me get into it. So the first one was to just go with the flow, I guess. I wrote a whole like 3-line sentence thing, but I'm just like, it's basically just flowing like the river, flowing with life and just seeing where it takes me. The next one is just being more consistent and celebrate all my wins, like I mentioned. The third one is making music, video vlogs of what I love and learn. And then also just the concept of appreciating all the lessons in life that I'm learning, be better with money. Oh, okay, that's also another thing. Not to say that I'm not good with money, but because of the way that my job is as a musician, an artist, an actor, model, it's very unstable, right? And so if you don't have like consistent income coming in, it's very hard for you to actually navigate how you can live your life, especially if there's not a lot of money. So I know that this year I'm probably gonna get something a bit more stable, and then I'm going to be able to structure my life better, and I'm not gonna be broke no more. This month right here is the last time I'm broke. Okay, it's a decision I'm making, and you will see I'm gonna be a million, billion, trillionaire. Let's go, trust me. But the concept of money is just to learn how to save it, learn how to invest it, learn how to grow it, you know, all these different things. I really want to get better with my financial IQ. Next thing is networking, collaborating with different people, keep growing my social media, and keep loving life. I mean, the list is basically done. It's been a long video, so if you have watched up until this far, I really appreciate you. Leave a heart, or maybe be more specific, because hearts can be sent by anybody. Give me a thumbs up emoji. Thumbs up emoji, then I know you came all the way to the end of the video. But yeah, I just have a lot of plans, and I'm excited to see where 2026 takes me. Truly, I don't know where I'll be at the end of 2026. I'm hopeful that I'm going to be somewhere exciting, new, fresh, and even mentally a place where I am once again proud of myself for all the growth that I've achieved. So I guess me sharing all of this is just, to a degree, an encouragement to you to know that things will always get better, even if it doesn't look like it is now. Just keep going, I wouldn't say grinding or hustling, I don't believe in that. Just keep believing that things are always working out for you, and they always will, because they always do. So trust and believe. If that's your New Year's resolution, trust and believe that it is always working out for you. So keep at it, keep believing, keep being hopeful, keep dreaming, guys. And I'll see you on my next video. I love you so much, and thank you. Don't forget to thumbs up. Love you guys. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody about this video or about me, about my music, just everything. Follow me on all the other social media platforms, and I will see you guys on the next one. I love you so much. Mwah. Love you. Bye.